I started writing this in 2002 because they had rediscovered Vertigo, Hitchcock's Vertigo, and I started re-looking at his movies. I was always a big fan. The craftsmanship, the big entertainment of it, the suspense, the twist, and I thought I'd love to do a movie in that style. They were the first movies that ever inspired me to even think about filmmaking. So I started thinking about which great titles he had: Vertigo, Spellbound, Psycho. I thought, what name like that, like a one title name, hadn't he done that would be it? And then right then the name Hypnotic came into my head. And I thought, Hypnotic, that's a great title, but what does it mean? And then within like 10 minutes, I came up with the basics of the story. Someone who's super uncatchable, a villain that you could meet them and you forget you even met them. They take your bank account, they take anything they want from you, walk away, and you don't even know you met them. So I thought that would be the ultimate person. And started crafting the script from there and came up with a lot of the set pieces that are in the film, the final film, sticked since 2002. The script evolved over time, but a lot of the main set pieces and hooks where the audience never knows what's real is what's fun about a movie like this. What's fun about it is almost like one of those wrong man movies of the Hitchcock genre, which I did even in the Mariachi. It's just a great way to introduce an audience to something new. So Ben Affleck plays Rourke. He's a detective who's hot on the trail of this character named Delrain, played by Bill Fichtner, that is pulling off these elaborate bank heists but getting away clean. So he brings in Diane Cruz, who knows about hypnotics and this underworld world of hypnotics, but now they are a target because not only is Rourke after Delrain, but Delrain has something that Rourke found in the bank heist, which is a picture of his own daughter with a clue on it, his missing daughter. So there's an emotional connection. Rourke trying to find his missing daughter. He thinks Delrain is the secret, and it's a chase. It's a mutual chase through the end. The one thing that always elevated Hitchcock's movies was casting. He always had people like Cary Grant, or Jimmy Stewart, or Grace Kelly, Ingrid Bergman, and really wanted to cast this up and get real superstars. And Ben Affleck plays Rourke and brings that sort of Hitchcock mystique to this role. He is the father looking for his daughter. He is the relentless cop. And he's got such star quality and presence that I really felt like I was filming a Hitchcock film. Like I got one of those classic movie stars. He's of the right age and just came in lean, mean, and ready to rock. And he is awesome. He was really fun in this role. Alicia Braga is just someone I've worked with before. Just love her. She just brings so much heart and dimension to a role, intelligence, and a mystique to her because she does possess these hypnotic powers. When she explains it to you, and there's a lot of explaining she has to do not only to Rourke but to the audience, you believe everything she says because she's so good at making it feel very real and genuine and heartfelt. And that's what these movies need, is that extra dimension of the human heart, and she brings it. And Bill Fichtner, William Fichtner, I could not imagine someone better to play this character. I needed someone with a gravitas that you know right away, he's the villain. He's the guy you're going after, yet he has an intelligence and layers to him that only get unveiled later. And he's got this hypnotic quality to him. You put the camera front and center and have him look almost right into camera and he hypnotizes you. He is so great in this, and he really had fun getting to go with it, and he just floats through each scene like it's nothing. Yeah, I'm working in Austin, Texas again in my own Troublemaker Studios, and I'm always using that as a selling point. Studios, come film here. It's one-stop shopping, and it definitely is in this movie. We didn't have to go anywhere. There's very few days that we're on locations. Most everything was shot, every nook and cranny of this place, from the elevators to the offices to behind the back lot to this back lot itself, which is leftover set of Alita, doubling for Mexico. And we get to use it in ways I can't even reveal. that I've always wanted to use, and it is phenomenal. It is really something that saved us tens of millions of dollars because we're utilizing everything that's around here, and it gives it the big scope, epic scope that a Hitchcock type film deserves. I used to compose the score for my films as well, but my son Rebel took the job from me. He's just so good. The last film we did, We Can Be Heroes, he wrote circles around me. I just had to let him do the whole movie. And he's already been writing music while we were in pre-production, while we were shooting. So here we're finished shooting. I already got several main pieces of the score before I've even really started editing. And that's what's really great about having your kids there. My other son, Racer, is my producer, and he's been doing every day here, doing rewrites with me because locations change, actors change, situations change. We come up with better ideas, how to really hone in on what the movie's becoming. And my 17-year-old did previs animatics with his game engine that really helped us know what to shoot for the special effects as far as plates, because it gave everyone an idea of all the awesome imagery we were going to be adding later. And he created all that in his game engine for me, and it was just stellar. No, that was one of the main things I was excited about. Was we were making a movie for the big screen, with a release pattern that was going to be designed for theatrical, and for being something that would draw repeat business. You want to make a movie that will have people come to the theater again and again because it surprises them and they want to bring others, and it's a communal experience because the surprises and the shocks come fast and furious. So it's a real audience picture. Like a Hitchcock film, even if you see it at a revival theater, plays amazing to an audience even today. To the characters, and they can't tell what's real and what's not after a while. And that constant playing with the characters is what we do as filmmakers with the audience. And you see the relationship really well, and it's why we love movies. It's why we love, you know, visual storytelling. And this takes that and goes all the way with it, slams on the gas.